Are you from Pt2?
Well, actually, no. But I grew up in Akoka, which was close enough. But I think the point of the song, which if you really listen to the whole thing, was that it doesn't really matter where you're from. Pt2 was the chorus, but I literally name check Cross Rivers, Kaduna, Abuja, Lagos. I'm calling out all these different places. And the point was, whatever your circumstance, like Pt2 is not like VI, it's not the most posh area in the world, but the point was, even in a place like that, you can be successful, you can dream, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. So no, I didn't necessarily grow up in Pt2. I grew up in Akoka, which is literally a stone's throw away. It's like around the corner from Pt2. But the point was not really that hood in particular. It's just about wherever that is. It could be Marcy Projects, it could be China, it could be Poland, it could be Pt2, it could be Yaba, whatever. But the point is, wherever you're from, you can be successful.
You can cross rivers and Calabar. You can that song it just blew us away, and it became a radio. We were playing it every single night. It's like we come into the studio, we play that because it kind of gave us a little bit of a feeling like, yeah, close to home, represent where you're from, and whatever it is you're doing, just keep working hard. Now, the W experience. Lagos Party, I was one of, I'm going to say this, FACTORY78.com. Regardless of what you think, I said it here first. I was one of the first people, when you put it on YouTube and it had like 150 hits, I was one of the people that was playing that every day at my desk. Begging for a video. You brought the ATL sound, mixed it up with the Lagos vibe, put your thing to it. The original version was crazy. Tell me about the making process of that song and its remix. Lagos Party, basically, again, it goes back to just making music that just speaks to where I am. For Lagos Party, it was my birthday, March 27th, 2009. Yes, 2009. Or maybe it was my birthday. You had your picture with a blue t-shirt, face cap on. Trust me, I remember that.
What happened was, it was my birthday, so I was hosted by a couple of clubs in Lagos. So I went for dinner with a couple of close friends. We went to JJ Okocha's place. We went to Caliente. We just kind of had a good time, like to celebrate, my birthday. And I got back in the middle of the night. I was speaking to my boy Tunde, who is actually the person that I originally started EME with back in the day. And I'm like, yo, man, there's nothing like partying in Lagos. We were chilling with JJ, and then we went to Caliente, then we went to here, and da. It's like, yo, there's nothing like partying in Lagos. And then he goes, okay, so then why don't you just make it a song? And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I should make it a song. Like, it makes sense. Like, I don't know why nobody had done a Lagos party song before then. But all of a sudden, I was like, anybody that parties in Lagos knows that there's nothing like it. Like, it's just nuts. Every weekend, doesn't matter what's happening, it's just that good. And so then I was like, you know what, man, ain't no party like the Lagos party, man. I've been around the world, but there's nothing like Lagos. And literally there is where the idea for the song came. And I just knew it was going to say ain't no party like a Lagos party, but then it was a matter of putting together the rest of it. So, I went to the studio with Dr. Frabs, who's an incredible producer, and, we just kind of put it together, and I wrote the song, and yeah, there you go.
And then the remix had the boys nice, had the band, the whole family was on there. LD, we spoke to LD as well. Tell us how you kind of, you see, they just look at you and everybody kind of falls in love. Can you imagine? So we can imagine what effect you have on the young ladies in Nigeria as well. Tell us what the craziest thing a female fan has done for you.
I cannot speak about that on. This is a parental guidance show.
It's a
family show.
Yeah, right.
I've had my experiences.
Yeah.
Yes, but I just want to say I appreciate my fans, female and male. Thank you guys for supporting me, and that's all we're gonna say about the topic.
Now, let's talk about Banky W 2010. Even speaking on the W experience, apart from Lagos Party, you had Strong Team, which I saw the video. That was definitely different from anything we'd seen artists, especially the music video, to where we're from. Now we had the Tommy gun, it had a whole, the old cars, the train ride, it had a story to the song. Tell us how expensive the video was, not in terms of money, and tell us what it was when you decided that you wanted a video that big.
Well,
girl, I know go let you walk.
I think the thing with the video, it really goes back to the song itself. It starts from Coburn being literally like the greatest producer that I've met in my life, like that I've ever had a chance to work with. Shout out to Coburn, man. Coburn is everything that you think he is. He's so much more than that. And so when I had worked with him on 1 or 2 side projects, prior, and then when I was starting to work on the album, I just knew that he was like top of my list of people to work with. So we made the arrangements, and then we went into the studio. And then in the first couple of days, we just kind of hung out, like just talking, listening to music, vibing. He'll play the piano, I'll ad lib, like we just chilling, like trying to take it back to like instead of just looking for a hit song, it was just like, oh, let's just hang out and see what happens. And so this day I come to do it, he's like, okay, cool, I want you to sing for me. So he gets on the piano, and then we're playing. So he's playing these chords, and I'm just like coming along and just having fun. And then he goes, okay, I think I got it. So then he literally goes to the keyboard and lays the basic instrumental for Strong Thing, which when I heard it was like maybe like the greatest R&B beat that I had heard in like the last 5 years. In my, like I just heard it and I was so blown away because it was so simple, but it was so like powerful. And then so by the time the song was done and when we were finished with it, it was just such a unique song, and it was different from everything else, as well as the other stuff that I worked with him on. But it was so like Banky W. Like it wasn't like, oh, because Dumke is hot on the radio, we're gonna do that. Like it was like, you know what, this is good music. So the video was just a natural progression to that. It was like the song was so unique and different. The video had to be as special as the song was, and so it was from that line of thinking that we wrote like a different concept to the video, and we just decided that it was the video to just go all out on and just kind of mark a moment in time, in my music history with that, and I'm glad that we did, and everybody seemed to like it, and I'm happy.
You didn't make me dance, Fuji. Fantastic, we loved it. It was expensive, wasn't it?
Shout out to the director, Ibn Oliver, as well, because he's just an incredible director.
I know, it was expensive, wasn't it?
Very, very expensive. I soaked Gary for a while. Gary and groundnuts. Sometimes no groundnuts.
Well, the good thing is you're starting to get the recognition for it. Sound City Awards, you just picked up 2 awards there. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. We got a couple Sound City Awards. We got a Hip Hop World Award. We got a few awards. We got a lot of nominations this year.
The Mamas Awards coming up soon. Now, the first thing that caught me up here was the performance. You were the first Nigerian act to be confirmed for the Mamas Awards being held in Lagos. Now, tell me how you felt when you got that phone call.
Well, I mean, anytime you get a chance to do something big with MTV, it's MTV. So, you gotta, you respect that. I was very, very grateful. I'm very honored. And it's just a testament to how much God has blessed me and how much my fans really, I tell you, I kid you not, they're the reason I'm still here. It's the reason I started 8 years ago, because, there are a lot of naysayers, at that time, and really till now, they were like, oh, this will never work or whatever. But there's a group of people that, God just, for some reason, makes them like you. And, they encourage you, they're there for you from the beginning, and all along the way, they've been like literally the rock. They've been the unshakable force that has kept me going. And so, MTV and Sound City and all of this is really just a testament to how much my fans have supported what we're doing. And now, when I started, I remember when it was just me and my partners that were shouting EME, and now we have new artists. We have Wizkid, we have Scales, we have fans on Twitter shouting EME or EMEZ, you know what I mean? Like, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm just so grateful for how far that I've come, and it's been a hell of a journey.
You're talking about the fact that you've signed artists to your album label. The one that completely caught our eyes over here, that has tore it up, even though it doesn't know it yet, is a Wizkid. We know Bieber Fever, right? This is Wizkid Fever. Holla at your boy. What was that about?
Wiz is an incredibly talented artist. He's a young Nigerian chap. We probably met about 1.5 years, 2 years ago now, and then somewhere along the way, we decided that he was the right kind of artist, for us to try to work with. What can I say, man? He's an incredibly he's a gifted writer. He's a very, very gifted writer. he makes great music. He has an appeal, especially with the women. And so it was a no-brainer for me at the time to sign him at the time and to just start working with him. And I'm very proud of him now, man. Like he's going places. I really think that by the grace of God, he'll have the biggest year in Nigerian music this 2011. That's how strongly I feel about it.
We hope so too.
And for me, it's, people, at the time when I didn't have what it took to launch my career, my friends and I got together and they put their savings into me recording music, and so it was a no-brainer for me to try and give other people the same opportunity, to let them kind of live out their dreams and have a platform to do what they want to do, because they're talented enough to do it. So for Wizkid and Scales, I'm like their biggest fans, first of all. And for me, I'm always a fan first. People wonder why, I tweet about other people's songs. If I like a song, all of my fans know that I like the song because I don't stop talking about it. So I'm a fan first, and I tell you the truth, I'm a fan of these two guys. I really strongly believe in them, and by God's grace, God will give me everything that I need to make them all that I believe that they can be. Fantastic,
man. We're really happy that you're doing that much for your young up-and-coming artists in the Nigerian game as well as international game as well. You, MILD, the band, you've completely taken our music into where we go into nightclubs here in the UK and we're banging to Nigerian tunes. We're happy and proud of that, and it's because of what you guys have done, the risks you've taken. Now, what is next for Banky W? What are we expecting from you 2011?
Well, the first thing on board obviously is albums from Wizkid and Scales. Where Wizkid is going to come out first because we're about halfway through on his record now, and so I'll be finishing that up, executive producing both of those records, and hopefully them launching in the way that I believe that they should. And then I probably will, because it's been about a year since the W Experience has been out, so by the time I'm done with their albums, I think it'll be about time for another Banky W solo album. So eventually people can expect that. Also, just more moves, man. The company getting bigger, interest outside of music, other business ventures. And
are you looking at directing videos or clothing line? What's catching your eye?
I'm one of these jack of all trades type of people. So yeah, probably more. A lot of times I write concepts for videos, and shout out to the directors that inspired me, like Iban and Kemi Adetiban, and people like that I work with that I have a lot of respect for. So yeah, more videos, more charity work. I do quite a bit of charity work. Real estate is one of my passions, so hopefully I'll expand a little bit more into that, and just working, man. Just counting my blessings and taking advantage of everything that God has given me.
Well, we have been blessed by your presence here today. We're happy that you're doing fantastic. FACTORY78.com is extremely glad that you've come here and shown yourself. So tell us where we can catch you. Twitter. I follow you on Twitter, been doing that for the last 6 months. Yeah, I follow my boy right there, big on the game. Where else can the fans get out there and see you?
Well, on Twitter, my name is Banky W, so at Banky W. I'm also on Facebook, facebook.com/Banky W online. Also, we're finally revamping the BankyW.com website. So it's under construction now. Shout out to James. James, finish my website, please. So that should be up, probably by the time you air this, the website will be up. And that's pretty much it. I'm not very hard to find. Just Google me.
Well, that's FACTORY78.com. Thank you very much for joining us today. Another time it will be with Adi Sope and DJ Lanre. Banky W. Peace out, my brother.
Much love. Thanks. FACTORY78. Let's go. Cause when niggas party, we don't. That's right.